Last night I decided to listen to some Mercury Riots. I've been holding out on that band since a few months or so, and I wanted to, get their general vibe and see what kind of band they are. My mom texted their name and it's because she was getting a ride from this guy who just so happens to play drums in the Mercury Riots, and that got me interested, and I thought I'd check him out. I mean, I didn't get to it very quickly, sadly, but that night was the night that I got around to it. I finally got around to listening to them, and here, the Mercury Riots is generally, they're basically a band from Los Angeles, so local. They're generally going for that 70s rock sound that bands like The Doors and The Doors just did, and also like that general classic rock sound. And I could bet they listen to a lot of AC/DC and Led Zeppelin and bands like those. You can hear a lot of AC/DC on Good Time Overload. It was the first song I listened to by them, and it's Good Time Overload is the most AC/DC sounding song by the Mercury Riots, and if I'm being honest, not in a good way. It's kind of a bottoms up song, basically. Like, hey, let's go get some beer. Kind of like Burn It to the Ground by Nickelback. The next song I listened to, I forgot the name, but I think it was Sweet Melody. Sweet Melody is generally this laid back song. It starts off soft and then crescendos in a way. And then the third song I listened to, I also don't know the name of that song, but yes, I do. It's called Time for You to Go. It's the Mercury Riots version of Thunderstruck, where Thunderstruck is in I think could be major or minor, because AC/DC played it in E standard. Time for You to Go is a song in A major, because the Mercury Riots plays in D standard. I guess Time for You to Go was one of the better songs from the MR. And then last but not least, I listened to Backdoor Man. Backdoor Man, I think it was the most interesting Mercury Riot song that I ever listened to out of all the four. It's in D minor, and it's kind of like this halftime thing, and then you have this guitar riff that's octaved, it's played with I bet it's played. I can bet it was played with an octave pedal. Generally, Mercury. I don't think I'm not sure whether I find myself blasting Mercury Riots in my own car if when I'm going someplace. I mean, I only say that because I say that because I listen to a lot of heavier stuff like Vane.fm, but I also like my music with a little bit of lamb sauce. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about with lamb sauce, I got it from when Gordon Ramsay he yelled at the chef, he said, "Yes, that's the chef. Where's the lamb sauce?" So, when I say lamb sauce, I mean nuance. I like a band that has nuance. I like a band that's not, wage war or fit for a king. I think, which I'd pick wage war over fit for a king any day. Not because fit for a king is on a Christian metal record label, but just because they're boring to listen to and they're freaking trend. They hop on the friggin' trend, and like Attack did, Ohio, like Attack from Ohio did, with Long Time No See. But anyways, I thought about while I was listening to some Mercury Riots, I thought I'd do 4 songs of Mercury Riots and then listen to 4 songs from this band called the Night Spins. I heard about the Night Spins back when I was watching this. I think in my opinion, crappy America's Got Talent ripoff called No Cover, where you just sing original songs and you don't cover any popular songs like frickin' American Idiot or Metallica or frickin' Metallica's Enter Sandman or Linkin Park's Numb or In the End. Night Spins. Obviously, Night Spins uses a lot less gain, and they're another one of those LA bands that tries to do classic rock. I'd say they do it better than the Mercury Riots, just because they have a little bit more lamb sauce than the Riots. But then again, and they were on No Cover, so generally gave me a bad vibe. I don't like any talent / reality shows, because you're basically either singing or playing something or doing something just to impress someone else. And it's like a group of people. Anyways, the first Night Spin song I listened to was his Past Assault. It's one of those songs that starts off slow and then crescendos. It's one of those crescendo songs. I think Past Assault was alright, but personally, it could do without the whole try hard blues thing the singer's doing. And then the second song I listened to was Woohoo. I think Woohoo is the worst offender just because of the annoyingly catchy hook that I was able to get out of my head. And also the instrumental is not so special either. It feels like it belongs. It feels more that it feels like it belongs on a Netflix show even more than Past the Salt, I'd say. And then, the third song I listened to by the Night Spins, it was Dirty Feeling. I thought it was the song that they played and hit on No Cover, the song about the frontman's girl cheating on him with someone else. But no, it was just about him falling in love with a girl. I think the music video was alright. The song itself, I guess it was the most interesting, more interesting than the two songs before it. And then the last song by Night Spins that I listened to was One Night Stand. I think between Dirty Feeling and One Night Stand for her better Night Spin song, or for best Night Spin song, it's a tie between those two. It's like those two tied for first over Past the Salt before freaking Woohoo. One Night Stand was it's one of those love songs. It's one of those generic bluesy rock love tunes. But I think I've kind of found myself interested in it because even it's a soft one, but it has that lamb sauce. It has that nuance. So what do I think about Night Spins? Like I said, more lamb sauce than the Mercury Riots. I know the Mercury Riots were trying to go for classic rock, like 60s to 70s classic rock, like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin. And what about Night Spins? It's the band that tries to do classic rock and blues rock. Honestly, I guess Night Spins has a bit more of the edge over the Mercury Riots in musical sound, but not in the name. Who the hell came up with Night Spins anyway? Well, anyways, that's the whole shebang.